Yes, and you can go ahead.
Hello, namaskar, and vanakkam, ma'am. Wish you a very happy Pongal. So, should we get started with the questions?
Sure, and wish you Pongal, and there are a lot of festivals that are happening in North India as well, I guess. So wish you
Yes,
that.
ma'am. Ma'am, so as we know a bit about you, what else could you tell about yourself?
So I am currently pursuing my MSW degree, it's second year in community development specialization, and I've been practicing all of the social work skills, theories, and all of the methods in my personal life and around my village or wherever I go. So I'm been practicing social worker. And the last thing that I could describe myself is with an animal activist. So I work with a lot of animals and I try to rescue as many as I can and rehabilitate them. Finally, try to give them a forever home. So I have rescued from cats, dogs to snakes, and I've helped a cow rescue as well. So all of this was very interesting. So that's me as such.
That's amazing, ma'am. Ma'am, so like, how have you evolved as a youth leader?
Actually, I was not given the term youth leader when I first began working at DORAI Foundation. So I was interning there for a month, and I used to bring up my own activities that I want to do. Just basic, a different exercise today, a different food item today. So that's how I started doing things. And then it started becoming like I started taking on projects in my place. Like DORAI Foundation is quite far from my place. So I initiated all of their work in my place. So then I was given the title youth leader, which is very, exciting and everything. And I did the same work. And I had more responsibility now. So that's how I've
Yeah.
evolved.
So, are you a leader by chance or are you a leader by plan?
Um, I am not sure which one to term, but I've always wanted to be a leader. But being a leader has a lot of responsibilities and,
Yeah.
it's quite hectic at times. So being in the Rai Foundation, I did not want to be a leader because I'm scared. You handle a lot of people and you don't want to go wrong there.
Yeah.
But ma'am trusted me. She gave me this work. She's like, I know you can just do it. Leaders, but you are actually doing it. So you'd probably be like, it's just a chance. That's how I can go with it.
So, like, do you take your role as a leader? Is it like you take it as a role, or are you like, do you take your role as a passion or like a responsibility? And like, why?
Yeah. So my work is completely fueled by my passion, which gives me a lot of responsibility, which I am very much loving right now. So passion drives me to do anything that I want to do, even this interview.
Yes. So, like, is there any inspiration for you to become a youth leader? Like, who was your inspiration that inspired you to be a youth leader?
Okay. This is actually a very huge question for me. So, yeah. There are a lot of people that inspire me. Like everybody that I see inspire me in some way. But to be this youth leader, I would say Sumitra ma'am inspired me to the core. I saw her when I was in fifth standard or sixth standard, and I used to wonder what she used to do. And she speaks so loud, and she makes me want to listen to her. So yeah, she made me get inspired to be the person I am today, and she makes me more confident. I don't even talk to her. I'll be like, Mom, I'm doing this project today. She's like, go ahead, Kana, you can do it. Come on, carry it out. So anything that I want to do, she inspires me to the core.
That's amazing, ma'am. Uh, what is the difference between you being a youth leader and a normal person? Like, what do you think is the difference between the two of you?
Okay. The difference between me and a youth leader, I actually see no difference. And
No difference.
seriously. So I study about a social worker. I don't study about some social worker. I study about me being a social worker. So it was like a social worker requires integrity. So I require integrity. So I don't see any difference between me and me as a youth leader. So,
So, what are your strengths? Like, have just helped you come up to this level of being a youth leader?
um, I would say my family. So I didn't know this is what I wanted to be, and my mom channeled my energy to the way where it can revert it back to me as well. So I would literally tell my family, and then I would thank myself and my brain because I have a lot of critical thinking. So no matter what situation I fall into, I just go on without thinking. But somehow my brain helps me out to come out of that situation. So that way, I'm a leader.
Yeah. So, like, what is your weakness or your fear that you would want to overcome if you do have any?
Yes, of course, everybody is filled with this. Um, Weakness or my fear, I fear to become wrong. So I might say something wrong or I might hurt someone. That's what I fear the most.
Yeah.
But I fear incompetence as well. So in case I'm not sufficient for the work that requires me to do, I fear it a lot. So I over prepare all the time. I overthink, I over prepare and make sure that I am, I can manage any situation that life throws at me. So that's one of my
That's
weaknesses.
weaknesses. Okay. And, like, what kind of youth leader are you? Like, are you a calm, composed youth leader or are you aggressive? And, like, why?
I'm a mixture of both of that. So my leadership style is basically, um, I think it's termed laissez-faire something. So I let the people beneath me, take their own responsibility. So delegation is one of my skill that I very much appreciate that I have. So I delegate the work that, make others the leader so that they feel they own the project and they own everything that is done there. So they feel very happy and the work is also done the way that they want. So I'm that kind of leader. And I also get irritated, but I try my best a lot to hide that, overcome it and give.
Irritation. So, how do you handle your success and your failure? Like,
All my failures is success as well. So I handle everything by just, I take the day off. I think at the end of the day, I think I see what non mistakes I've done. Even if it's success, even if I'm getting an award or something, I'll still see what's wrong in that. So I'm like, I'm supposed to change something there. Something's not right. So I should do.
yeah.
So always, think and see how it can be different. And I try to see all the possibilities, even if it's success or failure. And that's how I handle it. And I'm happy to chill with my parents. So,
So, like, tell me, ma'am, like, how are you different from others? Like, what is something that is unique about you?
okay. Unique about me would be my adaptability and flexibility. So even like I can bear any kind of situations. I might not know that, like
Yeah.
probably I do not know that, but I try to adjust and blend in so that I can see what I can do later. So that's one of my unique things I see because I have a lot of social workers. And even my sister is a youth leader in the right foundation. So I see how I and her are different.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I see my flexibility and adaptability are like very different from others.
So, like, what is your greatest achievement till date? Like, what do you consider to be one of your greatest achievements?
Okay. So my greatest achievement, I do not know which word to say, but so I've been working for animals for a lot of time, and I didn't know that that was a very great thing or something. I just did it because I like to do it. And then I worked with another NGO called Uravagal Trust.
Okay.
They've been working in burying unclaimed dead bodies and doing all of the performing the last rites. So he's also one of my greatest inspiration, and I keep it somewhere here and be like, oh my god, that celebrity called me or something like that. So he knows that I do this work, but he does not know me personally. One day he called me. I was kind of scared. I was like, why is this guy calling me? Okay, fine, let me answer. I felt so privileged. I got his call. He's like, there's a kitten that needs rescuing. It does not have its eyes and it's getting hurt there and here. So I feel like I've reached to that kind of a point where anybody who knows me, calls me. I'm basically known as mother of dogs in my place. A lot of
Wow.
animals call me. This is my biggest achievement, like establishing a point where I work for animals and nobody, offenses any animal in front of me. So they try to do it even when I'm not. And they come to me for help. So I think this is like the greatest achievement.
Yes, yes, definitely. So, like, what is the work that made you a youth leader? Like, what was the work that made you today what you are?
I think I was given the position of youth leader because while I was interning at DORAI Foundation, I knew how to handle every kid that was there. So I also interned at Chai Bakery. So there were a lot of special children there. So I could satisfy their needs and understand and reciprocate the way that they want. So I used to not go out of the way and help them in a way that they don't need and that hurts them or something. Like somebody does not eat candy, somebody does not like to draw, and somebody does not like to touch and talk. So
Yeah.
I could understand, and I brought out different initiatives to be done. Like I handled a birthday party, that's kind of very serious there, and
Yeah.
yeah, everybody needs to be satisfied, everybody needs that. So I felt it small, but then when it happened it was pretty scary. Oh my god, it was scary. So all of this, I felt like, that made me a leader. And the next thing is, I was working in during the COVID time. So I was, a lot of DORAI Foundation's initiatives were also carried out in my area. So basically, my area is not like the normal typical village that we all expect it to be. It's filled with so much of, I don't know what you call violence, hatred, and
Okay.
greediness is always prevailing here. But other than that, it's still a happy village. I don't know how they're happy with it, but we are happy with it. So I carried out all of these projects here. So I feel like that made me the youth leader here.
That's amazing, ma'am. And ma'am, like how do you handle conflicts? Like since you're a youth leader, I'm sure you have gone through so many conflicts. So how do you handle them?
Um, I have not seen much of conflict here. I've seen a lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding.
Okay.
So basically, I am a very short-tempered person. So I put it up working. So I try to think, understand what the problem, I mean, what the person's problem is. And so basically, we were giving out a few kits over here. So the, flood distribution kits we had from Akshara Patram and all of that. So
Okay.
we had only 50% to get it. And I had over 150 people coming here and wanting it. So, there we've been friends with you for all this long and you don't think that we should get this. So this kind of thing is like a very big problem that I faced here. So it took me time to tell them that they're not actually in trouble. They're, comparatively they're poorer than these people, but they're actually poor. That yes, I don't know what you call it. I forgot the phrase right now. So
Yeah.
since they're relatively poor, they take things too seriously. So I had this situation by making them understand that this is only for people who are affected by flood and all of this rain. Only
Wow.
they get it, and I will help you out whenever you need me. Not right now. I made them understand their problem. So problem is actually not having a problem. So
Yeah.
that was easy.
Yeah. So, ma'am, like this is the last question, but like, what is your hobby? Like among all these things that you do the whole day, like what is the thing that you do in your free time that makes you the happiest?
I am basically a poetess.
Okay.
Yeah, I write a lot
Wow.
of things. And climbing trees are like my one of my favorite thing. So I have a lot of trees in my house. So I climb each different tree every day and see if the tree can bear my weight. And I try to build a lot of things in the garden. So I love spending my time with nature. So I keep developing something in the garden, like a chilling place for us to sit outside beneath the trees, and for the dogs, some area to play. So yeah, I love to spend my time when I'm free with the nature. So I
That's
doesn't anybody calls me for an animal rescue, I'll run there. So that's like my favorite.
That's amazing, ma'am. So, ma'am, thank you so much for coming and interviewing with us and taking our time from your busy schedule. Are we?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time. Actually, we would like to present you a token of appreciation and token of love from our foundation. So I will be sharing the screen
Okay.
just for a moment. Ma'am, this is the certificate which we would like to present it to you for your time for our foundation. And
Wow, it looks very pretty. Thank you so much.
yeah,
Thank you so much,
thank
ma'am,
you so
for
much, ma'am.
coming. And
Ma'am, can I take a snapshot of this so that
Sure, sure.
yeah. Yeah, ma'am. Done. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much
thank
for
So
your time, and we feel very much privileged to interview you and share the screen with you, and we hope that you contribute more to the society and you
yes, ma'am.
evolve more in this field.
Suppose you guys are doing a great job. I
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so
it's
much, ma'am.
Thank
like
you so much.
very easy for me to also go through all of this. Thank
So
you.
much. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much, ma'am.
All the best for you guys too.
Thank you, ma'am.
Same to you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day, ma'am. Happy Pongal once again.
Happy Pongal.
Well,
Yeah.
should I leave?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
meeting?
ma'am. You can leave.